Sneaking in Project Winter relies on sight and sound. Performing tasks where no one can see you is easy enough, but how will you know whether the other players can hear you? I'm Project Winter Guides, and in this video we're going to cover the audio ranges of various items and interactions within the game. I tested the sound radius of each interaction by running multiple accounts side by side and repeatedly performing each action until I wasn't able to hear myself. The easiest way to test this was with proximity chat. I have one account constantly transmitting audio and begin running away until the audio notification disappears from the bottom left corner of the screen. Once the audio stopped registering, an item was dropped on the ground to mark the edge of the audio range. After placing around 50 stones, I recorded myself running a lap of the perimeter and periodically stopped to take a screenshot. Then I compiled all these screenshots and spliced them together into a single image. The blue arrow represents our audio source. The blue ellipse represents the audio range. Although this diagram isn't 100% perfect, it shows that the in-game audio range looks pretty uniform regardless of our location. I measured the maximum audio range of each interaction in screen widths. If Project Winter Charlie is the audio source, my current position's audio range would be 0.5, and this snowman's audio range would be 1. We know from a previous video that it takes 4.75 seconds to cover the width of a screen. This means that an audio source with a range of 1 should take us 4.75 seconds to reach, but to make this information easier to digest and remember, I'll be rough rounding this so one screen width is 5 seconds and two screen widths is 10 seconds. Right now you can hear the audio of Project Winter Bravo, but see the video of Project Winter Guides. Measured out using stones on the ground, I run roughly 1.6 screen widths away and place a bear trap. Even though the audio file shows some activity for the first bear trap, I cannot differentiate this audio from the ambient audio within the game. However, if I take a few extra steps to the left, you can barely hear the click, but it's loud enough to be noticeable. So now we know that placing a bear trap has a max audio range of 1.5 screen widths. This also means that the person placing the bear trap could be up to 7.5 seconds away from us. After rinsing and repeating a similar testing process, we now have a good chunk of audio ranges within the game. Interactions between 1 to 2 screen widths are the detective's jazz music, footsteps, trader hatches, battery buzzing, bunker switches, placing bear traps, placing landmines, opening trader crates, and drinking. Interactions between 2 to 3 screen widths are talking, campfires, wooden boxes, vomiting, crossbows, triggering a bear trap, landmine explosions, melee hits, and the proximity notification. The loudest interaction I tested in the game were gunshots, falling into their own category with a maximum range of 6 screen widths. This infographic will be available in the video's description. For now, let's test the quietest and loudest interactions to better understand these results. As we're making our way through the tundra, we stop and hear the following noise. This should mean that to our left, there is a dead body within 1.1 screen widths of our character. After a short run, it looks like we predicted correctly and reached the dead body. In these clips, I'm at the vertical and diagonal edge of the same audio range. It doesn't matter which direction we approach from, the amount of time it takes to reach our audio source is exactly the same. So now we know that sound travel is uniform. The units used to measure this length are the same in-game units as this and this. For comparison, let's do another example for gunshots. We're at the cabin with a secondary account firing some shots in the distance. It took me 30 seconds to cover 6 screen widths and reach the audio source. Now we know how far away a shooter could be and can make an informed decision the next time we hear gunshots in game. As a quick note, all guns have the same audio range. Here's the AR, the shotgun, and the sniper. Going back to our diagram, we can see that bear traps and landmines register audio at a similar range. However, the bear trap's sound is more discreet than that of a landmine. You technically can hear a bear trap at max range, but it's very difficult. Here's a comparison of a max range bear trap and a max range landmine. In this clip, I'm within a flag point and can hear this campfire in the distance. If I step outside, the campfire can no longer be heard. It's good to note that a change to your camera angle impacts your listening range and could be used to your advantage. All these audio ranges were tested in a perfect environment. Realistically, you'll be surrounded by players performing actions and talking throughout the game. You're more likely to hear this bear trap than you are to hear this bear trap.
You're not even a real guide. My dad works at Other Ocean and you'll get banned unless you give me my rock. You only release one video a year.
There's always a chance you can perform any action I've mentioned within its max audio range without being caught. Wait a minute. Can anyone else hear that?
Where's that beat coming from?
Placing bear traps while I'm playing Project Winter. Riding raps so sharp that you'll probably get a splinter. Bound to get the shivers, you better bring some tinder, cause I'll be swiping left and right until I am the winner. You know my ping's red cause we playing from down under. Put no poison in my pop pipe, my sick rhymes will make you chunder. I'm teaching all the audio, you still don't hear the thunder, cause I know you'll end up dead when you meet me in the tundra. I'm the P to the dub to the G, every game MVP, 2% sub to me, giving out guides for free. What's an upload routine? Spend double time but to keep the flow clean. I'm shooting out rhymes like the made of ice cream, while I earn a few dimes selling crates on Steam. I'm back on the grind for my YouTube dream. Zamboni on the beat, gonna make it sound smooth. Macaroni is my role on the imposter crew. When you're hurting, cold and hungry, how the heck will you survive? Just relax, hit subscribe, you're with Project Winter Guides.